Today, the topic I am taking here is tools for e-content development. Like we all know that due to COVID 19 situation, we everyone, especially the teaching fraternity, that is facing a problem of teaching the students in online mode and providing them the study material. We all are now familiar with Google Classrooms, how to use Google Classroom, how to use quizzes, how to assign the homework. But sometimes the problem is that when we are to provide some material to the students, that we are to develop e-content to deliver the content and subject matter effectively to the students. So that is why I am taking the topic this, because in the teaching learning, especially the today's situation and in future, it is going to be, I think it will be blended mode, and that will be preferable to use for the benefit of teachers and students, and of course of slow learners also. So the skills that for teaching learning process that a teacher needs to possess is, that is creativity and innovation. And like if I want to deliver a particular content to the students of all the say different categories of students, so I need to be creative and innovative for developing some e-content, so that it may satisfy the needs of every type of students. And also we need to be critical thinker and problem solver. Our communication skills, how we deliver the content to the students, is it deliver in a perfect way that every student of each category is able to understand that topic. So our communication skills also matter a lot, how we communicate the subject matter through our e-content. Means how we develop that e-content, is it effectively communicated to everyone. And next is collaborative efforts, because there should be collaborative efforts of developing e-content. Like it should not be that it is monopoly of myself only, that I am sending this to a particular students. Rather, it should be available, it should be designed, it should be developed in a collaborative manner. But in this case also, we are facing so many challenges. Like the content we are developing, that needs to be meaningful, it should be enjoyable for the students, that students are enjoying the material, the subject matter they are getting. And our whatever video or whatever mode we are using, that should be interactive and effective. Different tools are available for developing or designing our e-content. They are audio editing tools, video editing tools, and authoring tools also. But whatever we need to be expert in the tool. Like it's not compulsory that I should be used on some paid version of very effective audio or video editing tool that is giving me many features. But rather, if I am using an open source tool also, and I am perfect in using this, I can easily use that tool. So first of all, what are audio editing software? These software allow users to edit and generate the audio files, and these are used by audio editors. They use it to mix or delete the audio sections, edit and rearrange the audio regions. Sometimes suppose I am delivering one content, and in that content I did some previous content, or whatever I have delivered in previous lecture. If I want to include or delete a particular section and edit or rearrange that, so we can easily use, we don't need to re-record that material, we can easily use and rearrange that audio regions and record and generate our new audio components. So these programs also offer the effects for manipulating the sound of audio files in a variety of way. Like at a particular age level, if we are developing the e-content for students of say below than a sixth or seventh grade, we sometimes needs to put some effects on it, some sound on it. Or like if I am creating a quiz or I am assigning homework, and if I want to encourage the students, so different types of audio effects can be used. So first, open source audio software that is available is Audacity, which is free and open source, and it is very easy to use multi-track audio editor. It can run on Windows, Mac, Linux, and many other operating systems. It provides a full set of editing and mastering tools, which because it is user friendly, so we can easily get expert that we are easily using the features of this Audacity. Second that is available is with full features, that is WavePad. It can record, it can edit the music, voice and other audio recordings. When editing audio files, we can easily cut, copy and paste the parts of recording like I told in Audacity also, and we can add effects like echo, amplification and noise reduction, etc. Next, I am talking about video editing software. Now, if I am making a particular video, I I want that it should be interactive also, and I should merge some videos, or I should merge video and audio, etc. So in video editing software, these programs they are capable of editing, modifying, generating and manipulating any of video or movie files. So this with this we can remove the sections of video cut, like just we talk in audio, and we can cut and arrange a video to give it a better flow, and in the end we can also add effects to enhance that video. So first is OpenShot video editing software. It is again free. It is very simple to use. It is user friendly software, like you can easily learn how to use that and get the better results. Next is VideoPad. VideoPad is very powerful and easy to use tool. This has many features, like it can let you create professional looking video with transition effects, with music and narrations. You can easily learn and create the videos in a few minutes. So VideoPad is fully featured video editor for creating professional quality videos also. And this can be done with collaborative efforts, like if we are working with our in a peer team or in a team teaching, we can easily create these videos and merge these videos to create a full course. The next is video editing software, that is Final Cut Pro. It is again used for non-linear editing, and the magnetic timeline here that allows you to easily experiment with story ideas by moving or trimming the clippings without collision, or without one layer doesn't collide with other. You can easily use the effects, and you can use multi-layers using this timeline. Next is animation tool. Again, these are generally teachers can use for the lower classes, like they can make animated videos. These are used for educational purposes for all age groups, especially just I talked about for lower classes also. But at higher classes, if I want to teach some any science experiment, or some say medical related terms, I want to explain some subject matter related to medical field, etc., bio, etc. So they are very effective animated tools which can easily clear the concept to the learners. One of these is Art of Illusions, especially in graphical or statistics also we can use. It is again free and open source 3D modeling, and it includes surface based modeling tools, skeleton based animations and a graphical language for designing procedural textures and material. Next is Krita. Again, Krita is very free, open source. It is very easy to use, and easily the graphics can be designed for digital painting, 2D animation. It can run on Windows, Macs, Linux, Android and other Chrome system, and easily 2D animations can be effectively used to teach mathematics and other suppose in musical notes, also in other subjects. If we want to use the 2D animation and you want to teach to the learners, you can easily use Krita. Next is EXE Learning. It is again free software tool that can be used to create educational and interactive web contents. which is very effective in teaching learning process if you are creating your videos like this, that they are interactive. Like if sometimes you pause after teaching some content, and you give a pause, you ask a question, then there is a sound that you are getting students encouraged, and then you want that video moves ahead. So using this software tool, you can create that interactive videos. You can easily navigate the web pages, including text, including images, interactive activities, different multimedia clippings, etc. The next is Exate. This also aims to provide high quality, and it is also free for it is being used by educators all over the world to build a global community of users and developers. Like I earlier said, that 21st century skill, that is obviously should be a collaborative effort, so we can reach the maximum and diverse the types of the learners. Next is Adobe Captivate. It is again a mobile ready course, can be generated through this in very effective way. It speeds up the course creation using automated branching, and by copying the appearances and style of one object and applying it to other. Next, let's discuss authoring tools. First authoring tool, that is GLO Maker. It is used for creating interactive learning resources. Again, it is open and free for educational use. It builds on extensive experience of the Center for Excellence in Teaching Learning, especially reusable learning objects. So GLO Maker, that is also open source. Next is LAMS, the Learning Activity Management System, that is again open source and very effective tool for producing online collaborative learning activities. It provides teachers with a visual authoring environment for creating a sequence of different learning activities. And next is a toolbook. It contains the contents, and easily the quizzes can be created with this. You can also use it for that assessment, as assessment tools you can also use. So it also has given us variety that you can create these different quizzes, etc. So that's all with the video editing, audio editing and authoring tools. Once again, I would like to mention that these are not all of these tools with which you feel that is user friendly. You can easily use in any type of your creating e-content, study material, or videos. If you want to create PPT with audio, so you can use any type of e-content developing tools that you become perfect, so that easily your subject matter is delivered to the learners of different categories. Thank you.